Hello everyone, this is Nicaa here, and I have created this video to hopefully help you out with your questions for Season 2 and how to play. I know my voice sucks, I'm kind of shy, so I might stutter once in a while because I know 100 people are going to watch this video, or probably a little less, but we have 100 members, so yeah. And my voice really sucks, so please don't mind that. I know, I'm well aware of this. Okay, so on to the subject. I just logged into my abandoned account. I quit this account when I started 138. Pretty much. I played it for maybe a week or so, and then I was like, nope, not doing it. And the notifications keep coming on my screen. It's all good. Okay. So, with that being said, I want to first, before we get into it, I want you make you aware of the mastery, or however you pronounce that, points that you receive anytime you do anything for Season 2, as well as the buildings and how to get plots and the wartime investment and anything else I could think of that pertains to Season 2 that could help you out. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in Alliance chat or on Discord. We're very helpful here. And let's get started. Okay, so like I said, I joined an alliance, a very small, crummy alliance, because obviously I wasn't in alliance because I got booted for inactivity, if you believe it. Yes, it happened. But anyways, so I joined this little alliance, and I mean little by it only has 13 members, including myself. And it seems like, which annoys the heck out of me, pretty much everyone but one person, and the leader of course, is rank 1. Which really annoys me. No, I guess there is, never mind, there is 3 R4s, which they seem to be active, which is pretty amazing in my mind. Alliance buildings. So let's start with the mines. They have no alliance mines. They don't have no ruins. And their structures, which are alliance buildings, which come in Season 2. So the Alliance Center 1 is the one we start out with, and it needs to be placed on a captured level 1 land. The Alliance Center 2 has to be captured on a level 7 land. And the final Alliance Center 3 needs to be placed on a level 10 land. Or plot, as I call them. So it looks like since I joined, I gave them check marks there. Because if I didn't join, they wouldn't have that, I don't think. So with that being said, those are the Alliance Centers, which I can show you what this one looks like. So this Alliance Center, after we capture our ruins, our level 1 ruins, after we will, we have to claim a level 1 land, mine, or plot, as I call them, which is right here, which you would want to do the attack. And then we place our building. And then you want to reinforce it with our best tanks, the strongest tanks. Because this right here is their ability. It starts at 0, and the more you reinforce it with big tanks, the quicker the durability goes up. It does go up very, very slowly on its own, but we do want to reinforce it till it reaches 100% for each of the alliance centers. We're focusing on the first alliance center currently because that's where we start out. By the time we get to alliance center 2, hopefully everyone's kind of gasped onto the subject of how this works. Okay, so this are our what we usually refer to as our small buildings. Everyone starts out with 3, which I have plots from when I played for that week. I currently do not have no buildings, as I was booted from the Alliance. As soon as you're booted or leave Alliance, your buildings fold up and they go bye-bye. And I have not been to other planet to claim any of the resource tiles, which are the crystals. And these, what we call open spaces, need to be removed. And you do that, and it's one without the crystals, obviously, and you tap it, and then see that little red trash can down on the bottom of the box on the right side? You want to tap that, and you want to confirm to abandon. You can reimburse it, so don't worry if you go to hit one and you don't mean to. You can just tap, it'll be green at that time, it takes it away. So I want to abandon this. It'll take 30 minutes to drop off of my list, which on my list I only have available 1 spot. You can only have 15, or I can only have 15 currently, and I have 14 occupied, which is not good. You want to leave some room. So I want to abandon this other open space, and if you look towards the top right, you see a little trash can. You want to tap that, and again you just press the X's and it'll stop the countdown. But I want to abandon it, which will be 30 minutes from now. And I probably want to abandon a few more while we're doing this. I'm going to take that one off because these are the lower level ones. And I'll keep the 5s, I guess, because that's the highest I got when I was on this map. And you always want to constantly replace your crystals with the higher level. You start at 1, you go to 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. They go pretty high up there. With that being said, you want to get to the highest ranking crystals that you can get, then fill it up with crystals of that level and replace other lower levels. Like I should have replaced the 3 and 4, but I was kind of in a hurry at that point when I was doing that. So that will be 30 minutes to remove those. Okay, so there's collected resources. So up here on the top right, you will see my obsidian and my fire crystal. Reds are fire crystals, black are obsidian. And I get 3.2 million each of those is my cap. And I got currently 75.4k in obsidian, or black as we call it, or 65.6k with the fire crystals, or red as we call it. And down here it says collect resources. I go like that and it collects some resources. And influence, which I don't have none at the moment, that will go up as soon as I get more radiation protection. It's right here. It says 0 because I have no buildings down. So I have no radiation protection at the moment. And once that goes up, I will get influence points, which is up here. My influence ranking currently is 193, which ain't good at all. I don't have no influence because I have no radiation resistance. To get that, I will need to place my buildings. So now, back to the buildings here. If I can figure out where it's at, I always go where I ain't supposed to at first. Okay, back to Alliance Center. You want to place your 3 buildings around the Alliance Center. And in case, this is very important, in case of an attack, you do, well, actually at first you will start out with your buildings next to you. Because you'll start out attacking 3 plots. 1 for each building that you'll get. But as time moves on, you want to demolish, or you want to redo your buildings so that they're away from each other. Because if you get an attack on the little buildings or alliance center, you don't want all your buildings to be demolished all at once. It will leave you very, very vulnerable. So you want to place them sporadically throughout the little area around the alliance center. So for my first building, you'll want to attack. And because I'm in season 2, it only shows 1 dot. But when you touch the ground, there'll be 3 dots. And you want to be at the alliance building because you cannot build any plots unless you got a usable plot around you, which is a purple bluish color, whatever that is, which means it belongs to your alliance and you can build off of it. So with that being said, I want to attack for my first building here. I said welcome to alliance, of course. And once my tank gets down there, so while that's happening, or actually I'll place my tank here, and I'll bring my other ones down so I can show you the next thing. So while my tanks are going up there, I'll show you the other parts. So if you click right up here where the little llama camel looking thing is, you tap it for the season. So there is wartime investment. This is a USD, it's $9.99 for the package, which makes your tile abandonment cooldown go from 30 minutes to 15 minutes. You get plus 10 on your tile cap. So that means how many plots you can own. You get plus 10 on that. You get hero XP 30 plus 30% on each battle. You get daily obsidian and crystal, wood and stone daily from that. And your output that I was showing you, where you collect your resources, you get plus 20% on that. And you also can open up the sweep, which I'll show you what that is in a little while. So you don't have to do each one. You just click it and you do continuous, and it'll just... It's kind of like the ruins, where you attack once, attack 5 times, or unlimited, where it just uses up all your energy. That's kind of the same I did there, but you do it on one plot, which builds your heroes XP and gives you other stuff. And Mastery Manual. Season Masteries Manual, which is the mastery points, which you'll see pop up on screen, the XP for that, as I'm showing you. There's 3 you unlock. I haven't unlocked the combat, obviously, because I have been playing, and these also go from Season 2 to Season 3, because this world is currently in Season 3. So everything that you put in here from Season 2 will carry over to next season. You start out with development first, and then you open up build. So on development, which some of the members have seen, this spiderweb looking list. So as you gain points, you build the XP. It goes to different point levels. So after you fill up the bar of XP, you get 1 point. And then you can pick one of these to take. And then you expand it, and so on. And these right here are kind of like the talents for it. I guess you would call it. That's what I would call it. So it's like the talents. So like this one I have open. You get reward from mine exploration at Hero Monument plus 20%. Highest level reward from mine exploration at Hero Monument 50%. So after you get so many points, I think it's 20 points or 10. I guess it was probably 10 points. or somewhere around there, you will open up build, which is the same way, and you just continue on. Like this one I opened up. So upon use, destructive might in siege assaults plus 10% within 3 minutes. Highest level upon use, destructive might in siege assaults plus 50% within 3 minutes. So you can pick whatever road you want to go on, choose wisely. I guess you will eventually fill it up since it does carry over. It will take a while, so don't get upset if it takes a while. It does take a while to get the points. Okay, with that being said, and my tanks are probably there now. Yep, they are. Okay, so you want to attack the plots so you construct a building, which I can construct a building, obviously, because it's season 3. To place your buildings, you do not have to attack a plot. But since I am showing you how it starts out in season 2, I will attack the plot, and instead of just one square, it will give you all 3 squares for each of your buildings. So we go here, we'll attack. Can't do that now. So there's my plot for my building. And then you want to press construct. See, there's reinforce, sweep, and construct. You want to press construct and the buildings. So you get 2 radiation stations. You get the first one and the second one. Then you get land management bureau. Those are the 3 you start out with. So you can only place 1 of each, so you place 3 buildings. So I'm going to start with the first one. There it is. And like I was saying, I'm going to move. And if you notice, when I attack, my heroes gain XP. So your best bet would be attacking with all 3 tanks. How I do it is I attack with all 3 tanks and my 3rd tank. I rotate the heroes in it that I want to level up, and he just tags along to level up heroes. So let's place my next building, and then we'll place the next building over here. And just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you something that you do not want to do. I might get kicked out of this alliance for who knows. Probably not, because it's kind of a deadline. Okay. So someone has a mine here. There is a construct button. You do not want to do this. It makes people mad. And it looks like someone's done it over here because the building's away from the alliance center. But you can click on other people's plots and you can construct a building there. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you something that you should never do. I'm going to click on someone's plot there where they have a crystal. It's not open land, it's actually a crystal. And I'm going to construct my building. And boom, their crystal's gone. You do not want to do that. It makes people very angry. People get booted from alliances for that kind of thing. Okay, sorry, I had to show you that. Okay, so now I got my 3 buildings placed. I now have 210 radiation resistance just from placing my buildings, which I had them at level 4, 3, and 6 when I was booted from the alliance, because we just started over in season 3. And if you leave alliance and your buildings fold up, you place them back down, they will keep their levels. But if you demolish your buildings, you'll have a 5-hour cooldown time before you can replace them and build them. So do not do that. If you want to leave the alliance, fine. Let your buildings fold up and then place them back and it'll be good. You do not want to demolish your buildings. Okay, with that being said, so my radiation level 3 building here needs to be upgraded. Let's show you how that works. So the radiation talking too much. The radiation building, radiation research station, adds to your radiation resistance. So anytime you can, you want to upgrade these guys. And that's what the crystals are for. They upgrade. So I'm going to load that one. I'm going to load that. And then level it up. And for purpose of this video, I'm going to fast forward it. But see, my radiation is 210 now. When I use speed ups. And I got my mastery points there. Now my radiation is 240. So let's do that one more time. It's at 240. Go up here. Upgrade the next. I add the materials and remember it was at 240. Spin it up and there's arms race points and there's my mastery again. And wrong button. Okay. So now it's at 270. So that's what those buildings. This building right here. My one I constructed on that person's mind, poor guy or girl, whatever it is. Okay. So they add the land rural management building adds plots. See how it's 20, I own 14 out of 21. So when I go and upgrade this guy, speed it up for the, and my mastery points. So everything you do, you get mastery points. And now I have 22 out of 14. That'll work. And I'm going to upgrade this guy one more time so I can show you other stuff here. Because I got my plots kind of full until 30 minutes. And again, I got mastery points. So sweeping a tile. When you go sweep a tile, let me find one up here. Okay, I'm getting rid of this guy. This button right here in the middle. Let me get all my troops up here. All my tanks. And I'll show you what you do with this. And so these are the red and blue, which actually I'll go and upgrade this guy too while I'm at it. Alright. So these, the 3.2 million on each of these is the cap. And if you go down here, collect resources, adds to that. And I get 1.399 an hour for the obsidian and 989 an hour for the fire, or red as I call it. So now my radiation is 300. Which I can now attack level 2 ruins with no problem. You have to have 300 or above. Okay. Which the first ruins, you do not have to have radiation protection. You just have to have so many troops and attack it just like normal Claymore territory. Okay. So I'm going to sweep this plot by using all 3 of my tanks. To show you how this works. And all 3 of my tanks leveled up their heroes. And that's what that does. It levels up your heroes and different things. And what else could I show you? Oh, I got some season journey points I should have got long time ago. Okay. So now the roads. And about the or yeah, or plots, or wherever you want to call them. So, with the crystals, this is obsidian crystal, or black as we refer them to. This one's a fire crystal, or a red as we refer it to. So, in order to get to a crystal, which, let me find like a level 5 or 4 crystal. There's a 4. Any close ones here? And the only way you can get to a crystal, you can't go and attack. See what it says? Target location to capture. Must be connected to your own or allied tiles. So that means you can only run it from one's owned by Alliance, which is the purple-blue. Sorry, still got the COVID cough going on. Or your own, which is green. So if you come over here and look over here, let me find some real quick. Right here. These red ones are owned by another world or another planet. We go over here. It says other planets. It's resource tiles. Those are mine. These would be mine if I owned them another planet. These ones are owned by someone else from another planet, from 92. We are in 90 for this video. 92 has came over and grabbed mines from our area here, from our world. And they can come over and take over yours, or you can take over theirs, different things like that. So, that's how that works. And the white is owned by a member of the planet. Not your alliance, but someone of the planet. And people can steal your mines, you can steal theirs. It's just a never-ending story. So with that being said, just remember, red's from their planet, the purple, blue, or whatever you want to call it, your alliance's mines, the greens are your own, and the white belongs to another alliance on the planet. Red belongs to another alliance off the planet. Okay, so to build roads, you have to have another tile from your alliance or your own around there. Like right here, I can't attack because they ain't attached. But right here, I guess I'll be going on to this 3 over here. I think that's the closest. Or there's one right here. Okay, so it's level 3 crystal here for the sake of the video. And it's attached to a plot, my own, that is. You go attack it. And we'll come down here and get this 3. And how you would do that, you can't attack it, because remember, there is no other tiles around it. So to combat that, you have to go and attack what they known as open land, which is a plot without nothing. So you want to just keep going. And then you want to abandon it, because there's nothing there on that. So you want to go and press this red button, which, like I said previously, it takes 30 minutes to abandon, unless you had the wartime investment. And then it halves it to only being 15 minutes. But you can press that, and then if you decide not to abandon it, you can always go back and press the green. You can do that anytime during the abandonment of the title. And you can also go in here, and these timers here, if you press the little trash can that's in the top, in the upper right corner, you can also remove it. And also, they are under protection for 5 minutes after you capture something. Yeah, 5 minutes, and no one else can take it from you. So, in order to get to this crystal, I had to build what they call a road or a bridge. That's where our bridges come back, is we're building bridges. Anywhere you go, you gotta build bridges. Go to capture a mine or a ruin. When level 2 starts, you have to build a bridge to it. Your ruins do not have to be connected in season 2. You just have to build roads to them in order to capture them. You just want to be sure to abandon any open space you are not using. Let's say somebody, like, for instance, I was building this road and I continued to plot here and here, and I ran out of free space for plots while I still wait for my abandonment. Do not take someone's plot if they built a road to it. If it looks like they built a road to it and they're going for it, please ask them about it, or just don't touch it. Go somewhere else, because it's a lot of work building these roads. And if you have one that happened to you and you want to protect it, you can always go like this and move your tank over to it. Okay. Just like that, and the tank sits over it and no one can see it. So your mine is protected. They can't click on it because they'll click on your tank. Okay. With that being said, another thing. Oh, did you know you could do this? You could tap your guy and move him that way rather than have to go down here or hold the land to move them. Yep, that's a nice little trick there. Might as well show it to you while you're watching this video. It makes it easier to understand. Just tap and he moves. Select what tank you want, tap and they move. Tap and they move. So with that was a fun little tidbit there. Okay. So on to the next. What haven't I told you? Oh. Okay. So you can have friends help you. To capture plots. It don't matter if they're in the same alliance or not. You just say, hey, can you help me? And you could go up and you could attack the plot, and they're right there, and they can attack the plot after you. If they take it, you automatically, it goes in your name, because you're the one that attacked it first. And like I said, don't matter if you're in the same alliance or not, or they only have to be in alliance or anything, as long as you attack it first and then they attack it, you get it. It don't even matter if you only attacked a tiny bit, you get it. And excuse me. And not to say that we're going to do it, but if you want to take out someone's alliance building, again, you gotta build a road all the way to their building. And then you send your guys in and attack it. You cannot just go up to a building and attack. You cannot just go up to a ruin and attack. It takes a lot of work. And you have to build the road all the way to the ruin and touch the ruin to where when you attack it, it'll have the blue-purple color ring around it, just like it does with the alliance building. And don't forget to abandon your empty spaces, as they call it. Your open spaces, I guess they call it. And when you're first starting out, you have to hit a ruin number 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Like I said earlier, you want to get as high as you can. Like, you want to hit 1 ruin, take it. Hit level 2, take it. Hit level 3, take it. Hit level 4, take it. Hit level 5, take it. And if you hit level 6, fail, you want to take all 5s and abandon your lower ones. You want to constantly replace them. And with that being said, I can collect those again. So my radiation resistance is only 300. So if I go over here to Like, say I want a level 5 ruin, or a level 5 crystal if I could find one. Right here. It shows just a 10 energy used. So if I want a level 6 crystal, it says that radiation resistance is only 300 and I need 600 to take a level 6. Which I'll have 100% damage. Or negative 100% damage. That means I will absolutely fail. It don't matter how strong you are, you cannot take them. Like, sometimes you can go up to like negative 80% and get away with it if you're strong, but your strength does not have nothing to do with this. It's all radiation protection. Okay. And, like for instance, this. Level 1 ruins. You don't have to have radiation protection to take it. And then watch this. Level 2 ruins. It says you have... Oh, well, it don't show it, but because I have 300 radiation. If I didn't have 300 radiation protection, it would not show that. You have to have 300 radiation protection in order to be able to manage it. And level 3, I do believe, is 600. Let me look. Yeah. You have the radiation protection of 600. I only have 300, so I will die no matter what if I hit that at my level. And what else? So these guys look like they have a plot. Let me find one that... These right here. They built their road all the way to it, and they left a tile there, or it's claimed, so they have their ring around it that they can attach a tile to and start building a road. I can, obviously, because I'm not in that alliance. Alright. Oh, I think we're getting, I think we're getting attacked over here at some point. They're probably going to love my alliance here, or my account here. And what else should I tell you about? And you build up a radiation protection, obviously, from the buildings. And it takes a little while because you gotta collect your resources in order to upgrade your buildings. Oh, that's what I'm forgetting about. The Hero Monument. The Hero Monument is still called the Hero Monument. However, you don't train heroes. You get crystals. Which I already did that. I wish I did it. But you just click it just like the hero training. And the training is just like the hero training. Nothing's changed except for don't train your heroes. And what else? That's about it. If there's any more questions, please feel free to ask them in Alliance chat. Or on here on Discord. And I think I'm going to end this video here. Let me know what you think. And if you want any more help, I can do a little video on that one piece that you're asking about, or walk you through it or whatever. Well, take care and bye everyone.